Good evening, or morning, or whatever time of the day it happens to be. So I finally got some questions to answer. They were all asked by Matt705 Show, and they're all kind of general questions that can be answered quickly, so I'm going to answer them all right now. Austin, don't worry, I got your question, but that's more of a discussion topic, and I'll get to it next week. So the first of two questions that Matt asked me: what's my favorite style of music, and what's my favorite band? Well, I like basically every kind of music, except for music that I can't understand the lyrics. My favorite, though, is definitely going to have to be punk rock. I have a huge list of favorites, my absolute favorite definitely being 3 Days Grace. Now others of my top favorite are like Sick Puppies, Shinedown, Rise Against, Papa Roach, Avenged Sevenfold, and many other ones. Those are just most of my favorites. The second question was a two-parter. What's my favorite game system and my favorite video game? Now the first part of that question, I honestly can't answer. I probably play way too many video games for my own good, but I seriously can't decide because I'll play on any system. As for favorite video game, I've probably got one per system. Maybe not. I've probably got one or two for every system. Now for Xbox, my favorite has always been the Gears of War series. For the PlayStation, I have a couple of favorites. I'm a huge fan of the Final Fantasy series, but my favorite is definitely 10. And probably my favorite video game series of all time, Kingdom Hearts. Now for the Nintendo systems, my favorite game series is The Legend of Zelda. But for the Nintendo DS, my favorite game is Time Hollow. And that probably answers Matt's question at the end of his Bullet Witch vlog. Although another one that I'm sure not very many people have heard of is Stranglehold. At least every time I ask, people are always like, what's that? So yeah, I answered a lot of Matt's questions in this video. Some I didn't even mean to. Now originally I wanted this vlog to be a Friday thing, but it's probably gonna end up being a Saturday thing now. You know, to all 5 of you that have actually seen my first 2 videos. Now something new I wanted to try is something very similar to the Vlogbrothers. And it's basically the same concept, making videos back and forth. I mentioned in my first vlog with my friend Dakota Ross. We'll see how it works out. I don't know how it's gonna work with having it on 2 different channels. But yeah. So I guess Dakota wanted me to start things off by starting a conversation or something. So Austin, you can actually forget what I said at the beginning of this episode. I'll just use your question as a conversation starter between me and Dakota. So Dakota, what are your thoughts on the whole how Obama killed Osama thing? But I want to know, like, do you think he deserves all the credit? Or any credit at all? Or all the credit? Personally, I don't think it's an incredibly hard thing to say, okay, we have him where we want him, let's just go in there and kill him. I mean, it's basically just an order. Of course, I always avoid political discussions because they never end well. I mean, it's the internet. Of course there's going to be people on both sides. That's just the kind of controversy that I always want to avoid. I don't mind some controversy over things that don't matter, but I hate political controversy. So yeah, there's your question. Answer it in a video. Leave it as a video response. And that goes to everyone, not just Dakota. If you want to take part in this conversation, you can leave a comment below or leave a video response. And if you want to see how my friend Dakota responds, click on the picture behind me and it should take you to his channel. Don't worry about missing anything, I'm pretty much done with this video. So I'll see you next week. Until next time, I'm Shadefrost, the real one. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. It fell. Okay, I told you how I probably play too many video games for my own good. If you want to see what I mean by that, this right here, if it'll focus, this is what I set my camera on. And that's not even all of them. See, I've even got a couple PS1 games still. Tony Hawk, Pro Skater, Q*bert, and stuff like that. There's my PS2, my Xbox. So yeah, I should do a mobile vlog. I can do that next week. Oh god, that would suck. Look how blurry that is. Oh man, that is bad. Oh, that's how they keep it from blurring. They extend their arm out all the way. Okay, battery's gonna die. I need to turn that.